You have killed Americans. Four explosive words that shattered the silence inside the House chamber and turned President Donald Trump's State of the Union into one of the most dramatic political showdowns in recent memory. What was supposed to be a carefully choreographed night of defiance quickly spiraled into shouting, accusations, and a moment that's now dominating headlines across America. Here's what really happened. For nearly an hour, Democrats stuck to the plan, stone-faced, silent, unapologetic. As President Donald Trump delivered his State of the Union address, Democratic lawmakers sat in disciplined protest, no applause, no reactions, no theatrics. But then immigration came up, and everything changed. When Trump began attacking immigration policies and singled out Minnesota's Somali community, tensions that had been simmering finally boiled over. Democratic Representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib could no longer stay silent. As Trump declared that the government's primary duty is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens, and told Democrats they should be ashamed for refusing to stand, Omar fired back. "You have killed Americans," she shouted, repeatedly. Pointing toward the president, she added, "You should be ashamed." Gasps, jeers, chaos. The chamber, once silent, was suddenly alive with confrontation. Trump didn't hesitate to respond. Without offering evidence, he accused Democrats of cheating in elections. They have cheated, he claimed. The only way they can get elected is to cheat. Then came the escalation. "These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy." The temperature in the room soared. What began as silent resistance had transformed into a full-blown verbal clash on the House floor. After the speech, the battle shifted to the airwaves. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy criticized Omar and Tlaib, calling their interruptions incredibly distracting. "Even if you don't agree with him," Duffy said, "you should respect him enough to listen." But former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi downplayed the outburst, describing it as hardly noticeable in the room. Behind the scenes, Democratic leadership had urged members not to react, determined to avoid a repeat of last year's protest tactics involving signs and props. Some Democrats skipped the address entirely. And Rep. Al Green, staging a solo protest, was escorted out of the chamber once again. But despite the strategy of restraint, immigration proved too explosive to ignore. At the heart of the confrontation was Trump's immigration crackdown, policies he praised for sealing the southern border and accelerating deportations. Yet critics pointed to tragic consequences, including fatal shootings involving U.S. citizens during immigration-related enforcement actions in Minnesota. Trump also labeled Minnesota a stunning example of alleged fraud in blue states, blaming the state's Somali community, a remark that deeply angered Omar, herself Somali American and a representative of that community. For her, this wasn't just politics, it was personal. This wasn't just another State of the Union. It was a snapshot of America's political divide, raw, emotional, and playing out live before the nation. A president doubling down, lawmakers refusing to stay silent, and a country once again forced to confront the deep fractures over immigration, accountability, and respect. The question now is simple. Was this necessary resistance or a breakdown of decorum? What do you think? Was Ilhan Omar right to speak out, or should lawmakers have remained silent? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more in-depth political breakdowns without the spin, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big story.